Welcome back to Miller's Monsters. Tonight's nightmare comes gliding out of Iroquois legend, a disembodied horror they call the Flying Head. Among the Haudenosaunee nations, there are whispered stories of a famine. Villagers starved, people were desperate, some prayed to the spirits, others mocked them and refused to show respect. That's when the earth grew cold and something ancient woke up. They say it rose from the surface of the water, a giant severed head, bigger than a man's torso, with glowing red eyes, fangs like chipped stone, and hair that whipped like angry snakes. No body, no mercy, just hunger. What were you doing there, doggy? The flying head drifted over the treetops on leathery wings behind its ears, hunting. Every landing was followed by screams it didn't chew, it just swallowed. Entire families vanished, but legends have roots and they grow in different directions. One version says a cruel chief led his people into corruption. His own warriors rebelled and dragged him to a lake and cut off his head. When the deed was then done, they tossed it into the water. But hatred sinks slow and floats back furious. Another story says warriors murdered their chief and violated sacred law. The spirits punished them. Their leader returned as what he'd lost: rage, stripped of humanity, pure appetite. Either way, the lesson remains this: disrespect the old ways, and something comes for you. But here's the part elders whisper softly. One winter in the Adriatics, a young girl was roasting acorns by her lodge fire. The flying head burst through the wall, its breath hot, thick with rot, ready to devour her. The girl sat still. She looked at the monster and calmly bit one of her roasted acorns. The head froze. You see, roasted acorns crack like stones when you bite them. To the creature, she wasn't eating seeds, she was eating hot rocks. The flying head backed away, terrified, convinced the humans still had strength beyond understanding, and it fled into the forest and never returned. Sometimes fear works both ways, and lucky for the little girl, she happened to be roasting acorns that night by the open fire. Maybe the flying head is a warning about arrogance, disrespect, forgetting the balance between people and spirits, or maybe it's just still out there, hungry and watching. Sleep tight, my fiends.